E-brakes off?
Bro, I'm fucking.
Fight up!
What the fuck you doing here?
Get him, Blake. Get your leg.
Leonard, are you fucking kidding me, man? Jesus Christ.
I don't know where the stink's coming from.
You don't know where the stink's coming from? Probably from all the shit everywhere, you fucking... Holy fuck. I think this place is worse than Jason. Leonard, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm definitely not taking a shit in there. Oh my god.
What's going on with your YouTube? It's your boy King Cobra.
Mother, log off your gambling site and vacate the living room.
Fuck you, bish, I gots to gamble.
I need to do my Godot-centered internet show.
But nobody watches your gay little internet show.
Mother, you leave me no choice. Nobody messes with my gay little internet show.
All right, so yeah, we're back. I got some intro videos going on. I've been watching fucking Siege of Robots, King Cobra shit, and I like those little videos he makes. So I've been doing some on my own. I thought that one was pretty fucking good. All right, so I also made some improvements to this while we weren't on stream. How's it going, Freak Show Jimmy's Crackhead Dungeon? But yeah, we can go in here. We still have this F chat GPT, and we can do what is this F chat GPT again, and we keep going. And I have this yeah. I have this fucking little path here. So yeah, we're gonna keep going. I basically made it go further out, and it'll be pretty awesome. I'm trying to see. I think it goes like basically goes out this way and then out around, and I was gonna make like a bridge of some sort over here and like another area, and then that'll be like 5 areas, and it will lead to like a castle or whatever, and we'll have our boss fight, and then the game will be done. So I think I'm gonna focus more on making the terrain right now, and then we'll focus on the other stuff. I really want to make that bridge. I think that'd be funny. And I also worked on our hero a little bit. He's got blonde hair now. He's got some eyes. We also gave him a little mustache, some eyebrows, and he's still got the bald hair. We also have this lady Esmeralda. This is gonna be our a person that, like, you know, puts the voodoo curse on all the people or whatever, for the zombies, of course. You know, very simplistic plot here. But yeah, let's see. Okay, what are we gonna friggin' do? What's the first thing? That's right, I think I just wanted to work on this more. So I can't see the back of these, but you can see there's like a channel going this way. I want to put some more trees there. We have our cloud holder. We got a tree holder right here, so we need to duplicate some of these trees. Which tree is that? That's the one all the way over there. Let me grab one of these. Alright, this is, yeah. This is what we're doing. So I'm trying to make like a little forest right here. We're only looking straight forward, so we really don't need a whole ton of, like, you know, shit, honestly. And we're going to put some bushes on the ground too, and I'm going to grab a couple of these towers and just duplicate them and bring them like over here. All of these are Godot made meshes, so we can really, I think, I mean, you know, if we wanted to make it very, what do you call it, performative, I guess we could add like multi-mesh instance, but I really don't see a need for that. So let's see how that looks. All right, what's up? We also don't take any damage if we miss anything. We don't have to reload. We should have to like reload or something. But yeah, we keep going forward. I'm kind of happy with that. We got some trees right there. I put windows on too. Everything's still made in Godot. I think that's cool. I want to put little eyes in the trees that like stare back at you. That looks good. We need more because it looks like they're floating right now, so we just got to make that bottom bigger. And then when he turns on corners, he turns really fast. So what I might have to do is just make this less of a turn, honestly. Yeah, I think I might do that. I don't know, we might have to figure something out for that. Maybe we'll put an enemy like right here or some shit, or we'll just make more of these. The night needs stars. Yeah, it does need some stars. Damn, how could we do that? I guess we could just add, I was thinking about adding some rain too. I wanted to do that. Let's do GPU particles. I think we're gonna like instantiate it on the player because it just needs to be where our camera is. So let's actually get two viewports, and we'll get one on the camera. And yeah, where is our yeah, let's do this camera, whatever. I don't really plan on having this one in the game. It's more of like just a debugging camera. We'll normally be using the first person, but we might as well keep this one around. I think I put some animations on it last night, but I was like being stupid. Yeah, about the rain. It's like rain. We need process material. Alright, let's add I think a quad mesh, right? That's the easiest one we can possibly make. Let's bring this guy up a little bit. There we go. So we've already got some things. We're going to make this smaller. It's got to be really small like that. There's got to be like 100 of them. And we need to change some stuff in our process material on our spawn. We need probably a box. And yeah, so we got some rain. What do we need now? The extents. Where the hell is that? Is that here? That is there. Oh wow, we have a little GUI for it too. That's amazing. Wonderful. That's pretty cool for Godot now. Alright, that's not bad. Yeah, invert it for no reason. Okay, so that's too high. Something like that's okay, I guess. And yeah, we could add a material and make this like a nice blue rain, and we'll make it a little bit transparent too. I think that's pretty good. So we got some rain going on, and I guess we could add stars up in the night sky. Hold on, I want to see how that looks in the game, I guess. Oh, we don't make it move with the player, so it looks pretty awful. Yeah, I want to attach it to our player all the way up at the top, up here. Player cart. There we go. Let's see how this looks. It doesn't look so good. It looks like they're spawning out of mid-air instead of falling. Oh, we need to bring it up. Yeah, we need to bring it up and then probably make it last longer. Let's go with 80. And we'll say time will be 3 seconds. So what about 1.5? And then I think we have to bring it up still. I think it's got to be much further up, like this maybe. And then we might have to increase this to like 3. We should be seeing them now. I guess now that our GPU particles are actually out of the range, right? So if we I might have to bring them down. There we go. So that's looking better. Okay, so that's not within our other camera's limit. So it's not being rendered. Let me go to our actual camera and we'll preview. Okay, now I see it. It looks like they're actually coming from the sky. I think I need to go to the GPUs and what am I going to do here? On our process material, we need to make this smaller. It can't be that large. It's got to be like this. There we go. Let's try that. I like that. I don't know, that's not bad. I guess we could improve on that a little bit. and we can get hit. Let's see what happens. There's no sound still. It's very, very plain. Hold on, I got rain and thunder sounds. There we go. Some background noise, but yeah. Looks like nothing happens. We don't die. Can we still... Oh, we can still type. That's funny. Nice. We kill him. F. Chat. GPT. So does it look bad when we're moving? I think it does. I think it looks pretty shitty when we're moving for some reason. Maybe we should put it in front of our player a good ways. Maybe like this. Would down there work? F chat GPT. Alright, we blow past him. We gotta do that again. Whoops. So yeah, I think that looks better now that they're like spawning, but it still looks like they're spawning out of the sky over there. Whatever. I don't really give a shit right now. We're just brainstorming. So I gotta have more stuff over here. I might make like a stone wall because that'd be easy to make. Let's do that. Lack of camera bob to simulate walking. Yeah, well, you're supposed to be on a wheelchair. We have the paraplegic guy, so we need some type of I guess like roller movement or something. I know the movement does not feel good. We got to do something with it. Got to do something with this. But I do like the art style. I think it's like stupid, but it works. Alright, I think we should... What was I gonna... I want to add more to this forest or whatever, and then keep expanding out this way, and just get, like, all my ideas down, and then we can, like, work on getting them, like, working and shit. So, I'm just gonna add another mesh instance here. Let's see... We're gonna add a... some type of new fucking... Why not a plain mesh? I thought they phased those out, but I guess they brought them back. I think I hit the wrong axis there. The green one, there we go. Bring it over here. We gotta make this shit longer. Much more like that. So what other type of biome do we got? We got a little town, we got some forest. I guess I'll do like... oh, that's right, I was gonna do the cliffs. So we'll do a bridge. So I gotta make this really narrow like that, and we'll probably add the wood plank texture on there. Yeah, let's try that. Quick load, wood material. Looks like it's going the wrong way, so I might actually have to spin this and transform it. Yeah, let's try that. Where's my transform? Transform. Rotation. 90. Alright, and now we need to make this like 4, and this one like 100. Nice. And maybe, yeah, something like that. And we also need to fix this, so I think I can make unique, and I'm going to save as we'll try bridge texture, because I think I'm gonna have to edit this a little bit. Material. Nice. So I hate having 2 of these if I don't need it, so we're gonna do that. And then if I go here, can I adjust these without adjusting everything? So if I change the ring scale, it only changes it on this one and not those over there. Nice, because we're going to need to change this to like 200. Now we have some planks. We might have to go higher than that. 300. There we go. That's better. So yeah, I guess the idea was to have this right here. Have some type of like obvious drop off, and then have like a cliff over here. So if I do like some meshes to show a drop off, this is my intention. I don't know if this is gonna work so good. We'll do a box mesh, whatever. We'll bring this over here like shit on those axes, and then we'll make this larger so we can see it. This is going to be like our cliff face. Can we subdivide this and then make it move? What do these even do? I guess we could adjust it with a shader or something, but that's not what we're trying to do. Alright, let's add, let's make a new standard material. We're going to call this like cliff face or something. So shading, albedo, we're going to make a new noise texture. We'll make a new noise, and we got to make some rock, some fucking rock shit. What color are rocks? I guess gray, and then we'll do some type of brown, maybe over here. Like that. Oh shit, that's the wrong one. We want this one brown over here, and then this one to be a gray. More like that. How's that look? I don't know. So we just have that one box there. I'm gonna call this boulder. It's a boulder. Yeah, so I guess we'll make a few more of these. I gotta make them kind of extend down into the bottomless pit that we have. So we'll just make them really big like that. And if I do a few of them and I kind of move them over and rotate them around and make them look like jagged, does it look more like cliffs or whatever? That's what I'm trying to accomplish. Maybe more like that. Hold on. What are you eating? Fucking cat. It's eating something. I don't know. Yesterday it knocked over a bag of treats and began eating them. And I didn't see it for a while. And I don't know how many it ate. It's the greenies. Scratching at something, whatever. Fuck it, I've got more important shit to do. This is very important stuff. So I mean, that kind of looks like cliff face or whatever. We might have to adjust it and maybe put some stuff on top of it or whatever. I'm not super concerned. We just need like you know, something like that. Maybe we can put an enemy up here, throw some stuff off or whatever. I think that's all right. Let me call, not call, but let me go here. We're gonna close that, close this shit. I hate that it opens up every time. We're gonna go here and add a node 3D, and we'll call this boulder holder. Boulder holder. We're going to move all of our boulders in there. And I'm going to turn off the rain sounds and put on art list. Hold on. Here we go. We'll put on some fucking metal or something. New fi. I don't know if the music's way too loud when I do streams. I feel like it's too loud sometimes, but actually we'll go to this old one. Yeah, it's pretty low. There we go. Alright, yeah, so we have those cliffs over there, and I guess we'll continue to add to that. Sorry, I'm all over. All right. Cliff's there. Let's just duplicate it and put it on the other side instead of being artistic and trying to make more. Control D, and we're just gonna put these over here and probably rotate them around. I think they look better in this direction. Cool. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna turn this like this, so our angle's not as steep, and move it up like this, because the sharp angles really make us move in a way that's not pleasant for our camera. So it's just going to be more pleasant for the character to move that way. And I probably should, let's move these when we can grab all of them first. Whatever, I can grab them over here and grab this over here. So I was thinking it was Blender. I was thinking like, oh, I'll use Blender ways to grab stuff, but it's not really going to work so good. So that's more of an angle we can tolerate for our character's camera. And then we'll go back to our boulders, and we're just going to make sure we get all the boulders, and we'll rotate them this way, and then we'll move our thing eventually, our little curve. Cool. And we'll go up here, and I think that's all of them, right? Yeah. And we'll pull these this way. Might have too many now. I think we need to at least have it like over here. Alright. Yeah, let's go up to our player cart, actually the player path, and we'll edit the path. Let me go up top here. Yeah, I think it's this one. Put this here. We're gonna end up moving more that way, like this. We'll go like this. I think we're gonna make just more of a loop, kind of. We might have to subdivide some of these, but yeah. Okay, and we'll grab this one. We'll stay on the bridge. Yeah, I will have to do some type of bump or something for the wheel ride. Gotta work on the animation. If we are gonna animate it too, I don't know if I am gonna use the third-person cam or not. I've been trying to figure that out. So yeah, I think we could do this and then like go over here. I think that would be cool. So let's see how that works. I'm gonna move the enemies out of the way because I don't feel like dealing with them right now. So we're gonna put him just over here, leering at us, and same with this guy. And we can't handle two enemies at the same time. So we are making a Typing of the Dead clone. I've moved the enemies out of the way right now, but that's what they look like. They come and get us, and we have to basically type to get them out of the way. So we're working on the assets right now. Everything's being made inside of Godot. So yeah, basically the enemies are going to come up. We're going to type whatever they have. It's a touch typing game to help people learn how to touch type. It's all open source on GitHub. The link is in the description on YouTube. I don't think it's on Twitch. Sorry, Lorenzo. But yeah, that's what we're coding. And yeah, so that's not too bad of a jolt. I think we need to fix that a little bit. But yeah, now we're on that actually does look pretty good. I think I need to bring them down a little bit more. Yeah, if I just grab the boulders and I go to the transform. I'll do it next round. Let's go back here. Yeah. So right there, perfect. So now we just need to kind of come up with something at the end. We might have to get rid of some of these. I think that's what I'll do. That way we don't have too much boulder action going on. I'm gonna have to come upon some ground over here. Or we could duplicate the bridge and keep going like that. What is my word per minute? Very slow. I actually really suck at touch typing. I didn't know how to touch type till I was like 25. And so I was like going in for like coding interviews and pecking at shit like a fucking idiot. So that's why I'm doing this, to inform people you don't have to look like a fucking idiot like me. You can be cool and learn how to touch type before you go in for the interview. Yeah. As far as make the game I want to play, I do actually. I was playing Typing in the Dead on vacation, and I was like, damn, I gotta make that in Godot. That'd be fun. So that was my inspiration. And I probably will end up playing this game just to get my stuff better, but I don't know. And then the challenge was to make everything in Godot. I'm trying to make all the assets there, and so far, really the only thing that I'm struggling with is the music. It's like there's really no way to make music in Godot without putting like a ton of effort into it, and the sound effects I can make pretty simply. I had ChatGPT make some for me, but it'd be really complicated to put notes and shit in there. Let me add a point, or what do I want to do? How do I add split segments? Can I just click there and do that? And then I can go here and move it and make these a little bit shit, let me go up top. I'm just trying to make that not so steep right there, but I guess I basically just made another angle, another 90-degree angle. That looks better, I think. Okay, we'll see how that plays. Yeah, that's good. I think I've said it before, but or last stream or whatever, but the enemies from Typing in the Dead, there was about 40 of them on this track on the first level, so that's what I'm trying to go for. I think we'll have about that here. We'll have to come up with some type of enemy here on the bridge, or maybe we'll just have a few as we go. And then we got to make some type of environment over here on this side. So let's just make another... let's use our big old brain and come up with something. We'll make a mesh instance 3D. And we'll call this... I want to make a castle over here, honestly. So we'll call it Castle Ground. And I guess we'll just do the good old let's see, box mesh. What am I fucking doing? Why? I don't know. Why am I doing it all on Godot? Mainly just because I'm like the average Godot enjoyer, so it's fun to do. I wanted to make a project that was like, it's kind of like fun to limit yourself to, sorry, there was a bug. It's kind of fun to like limit yourself to stuff sometimes and do it that way, instead of like, oh, let me run back to Mixamo, let me do this to the like maximum effort. And then plus this way I can upload it to GitHub very easily and people can like go and check it out. And people wanted to like take it and make it their own. I wanted to do like an open source thing. Which probably nobody will do, but you know what? It's fun for me to think people would do that. So we'll grab the noise texture. We'll do this very complex shit right here. I guess normalize it. What am I gonna do? Let's make this much bigger too. So I could have it like a nether realm over here and have the fucking thing be all just void textured like that. It would only impress like people who don't know what it is. Any like buddy who's actually used Godot before would be like, what the fuck, man? You just put a noise texture on there. I'd be like, oh wow, dude. Alright. We could animate it and make it move around or whatever. That would be cool. Yeah, so I guess my plan was to have it like this. Yeah, just like that. And then we got to make some type of, for here, what type of colors do we want this? I'm thinking, so we did green over here, we did some gray over there, we did some brown over here. Could we do like a gold or whatever? Would that look cool? Or just like maybe a different shade of green? Or oh, could we do water? You know, if we did water, better to put the water in right there. So I guess we'll do probably another type of green, just like a nice green like that. And we'll make a couple of these, I guess. We can be pretty loose because we're not really doing any type of actual, what do you call it? Collision. So, yeah, I guess we'll just do a few of these, and then we'll have one really big one here, and this will be the boss fight, I think. I think that's how I'm going to do it. Let me make this unique, and we'll bring this over here, and we'll make this like 200 by 200. And yeah, I think we can add some stuff there. Alright, so let's save it, and let's just start adding more shit. So I want to add another mesh instance. What a surprise. We're going to make a new cylinder mesh, and we're going to add our concrete or asphalt or whatever. We got to bring them all the way over here too. Cool. Let's see, yeah, we'll do 100 or whatever. Maybe 125 on both of them. 125. It's too big. Let's just do 100. And we'll do the height of 1, and pretty much just need it to exist like that. And we'll bring it down. Actually, we'll probably do a height of like 3, maybe like 10, and then we can actually bring it down like that. Cool. Let's see how that looks. And then my plan was to put like, if I do like Control D, and then I'll make this unique, and we'll just put some pillars on it, and it'll be really easy to see. We gotta shrink this down. I was recently playing Blood Omen, and I was thinking about like the pillars from Cain and everything. Let's do like 200. This will look like monumental for scale in this game. And then we'll do another one over here, and another one over here, and one over there. And yeah, let's see what that looks like. I mean, we have like a decent amount of detail on stuff, on some stuff. That turn's really harsh, but the enemies on the way kind of stop it. So I think if we put one like right at a 45 there, it'll make it much smoother. Which shouldn't really, it's like a glitch, but it's like the worst way to do it, but it's probably the way it's gonna happen. And then for music, I probably will end up just like getting something off of, what do you call it? I don't know. What's the open game art or whatever? That looks pretty cool. I kind of like this little area right here. We should add water in there. Yeah, he's going through. Oh, it's very cinematic. We'll have, you know, 2 or 3 enemies on this bridge. He'll go through here. He'll go there. That's pretty cool, having that big menacing, like, fucking structure in the background. We'll probably make some GPU fires on the way up here. Maybe have, like, a cement area leading up to there. And some sigils or something. I'm thinking about the typing of the dead game at the very end when you're walking up to the tower. That's kind of the vibe we're going for here. How close is he gonna go? I guess he's gonna keep going. There we go. So that's where we stop. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's pretty fucking decent. That's not bad. I made this in like a couple days, so that looks pretty cool. I guess we could do this. I wanted to make another one of these to make water, and we're gonna try and animate it. So we'll do a mesh instance 3D, and I'm gonna make it a box mesh, and we're gonna mesh it up over here. We're gonna make this bigger. We're gonna make this like 200. Probably too big. We'll make it 100. We gotta spin it like this. Maybe not 100, maybe 75. And then this one will make this. That probably should be 100. And we gotta shrinky dink it down to right there. We might have to add a little sliver in over here or something, or add some trees or like a barrier or something to hide it. But maybe add another mountain. Let's new standard material. Grab this. We'll go albedo. We'll do the noise texture thing, and we're gonna go color ramp. And this one's gonna be like a blue and I don't know, another type of blue, I guess. Maybe we'll have to make it black, and we'll do a new fast line noise. So now if I let's go seamless. Yeah, can we go 102 1028 or whatever? 1028. Is that a standard size? It sounds like a standard size to me. That's fine. There we go. And UV. So can't we like we can go, we'll call this water. This is really simple. We'll add an animation player here, and we'll go back to the water. I think we can just take this offset and keyframe it, right? Water moving, and we can just go to the water, go to the offset, we'll do that, and then we'll go to 1 and insert the key, and we'll say, can we just put like 1? And then we want to change it to like that, and it'll just keep on going forever. Yeah, it's probably way too fast though. Oh. Let's see. 0.5. How does that look? We might have to go back and forth or whatever. Still got that little glitch to it. What if I do so that goes back and forth? Can we change the transition type? Continuous. Discrete. Continuous. Clamp, loop, interp. I guess we could make it longer. I don't know. I'm trying to think, how does this work? I know how it works in Blender, but each animation thing works like a little bit different. And we want it to make it look like it keeps moving and moving, so Offset. I guess we could just make this longer, right? If we make this like 10 seconds and I put this down here, I think this might make it look better. So past the 10 seconds, it's gonna have a little glitch though, right? Probably. So we need to, if I loop it, I guess we could make it go back and forth. That's not really great though. Yeah, what if I do it seamless? Does that make any difference? If I go to our albedo, is it seamless already? Does it matter? Okay, we definitely want it seamless. What if I insert a key and what if we just put it at 1? Does it make like a whole ass revolutionized pass over here? Fuck. This one's 0. This one's 1. That's why you're not moving. Hold on. There we go. Now I can animate it again. This fucker. Alright. Offset. 0. Let's create it. Let's just try one more time. Let's just do something over here. We'll put it at 1.0. I guess I was thinking like, you know, it would come, it would loop all the way back around, and then it would play, and then it would look seamless, but it's probably not going to do that. It's probably going to glitch. We have to wait the full 10 seconds right here. So we're waiting, and it's going to be... Actually, that looks good. Whatever. I'm not going to question it. We're just going to run it. I think that's pretty good. Nice. So I think I should add some bushes in over here so it's not so plain. We should probably put some things inside of some other stuff. So the castle ground we want to put inside of our ground holder. We're going to make a new one for the castle. So we're going to say node 3D. We'll call this castle, and I'm just going to grab these in the editor probably and move them into the castle. There we go. And I have no idea what that is. There's our enemies. Oh, those are our little placeholder things. That's fine for now. I think this needs to be a little bit bigger. Let's go 120. Yeah. And then we need another one of these, probably. Control D. Something like that, and then another one over here, and we'll do another one like over here, a nice backdrop there, and we probably should have one like over here to block that type of view, like this. Do one on that side too. And we might have to bring this out underneath there. We might have to just make these a little bit bigger on the Y. I think we should. We can't. Or I have to make that one unique. Hold on, let me Control Z. Let's just see how that looks in person. So, we're walking, we see all of our zombies, we got our clouds, we got the castle in the background, sharp ass turn. Yeah, I kind of like it. Alright. Oh, bushes, one thing we were going to add. So all this stuff is kind of floating in the air. We got to add some more stuff here. Maybe some type of brick wall or something. That tree's all fucked up. Let's go to my animation player and play it and put it on autoplay. And see, does it play in the overworld? I don't think so. But it will play next time. Cool. So yeah, I actually do kind of like how this looks right there. It's very, it's very like, you know, I don't know, almost retro-ish. What about fog? How does fog look on this fucker? Whatever, we're gonna do it one more time with the fog, and I'm gonna turn up the player's speed. So our speed is gonna be like 0.3, so we'll go 3 times faster. And where is our camera? And we'll turn on fog. I just want to see what that looks like. Camera 3D. Oh, it's world environment, isn't it? Fog. Let's see. What does that look like? Probably terrible. I don't know. Oh, we're fast. It adds more light to everything, honestly. Because I guess it's reflecting off the fog. I don't know. That makes everything look much more cheery. Yeah, I mean, I still like that. We might add fog at the end here. That might be cool. I think our rain needs more gravity, so it's not like flinging like that. Let's mess with our rain a little bit. That's right, it's right here. Where is our velocity? Where's just gravity? Position, mission shape, scale, direction, accelerations. Here we go. Gravity. Let's turn this like 19.8, and we'll just run that. We're still really fast. Whatever. I'm turning off the fucking fog too. The fog looks like shit. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, but a couple things I wanted to do. One was to I wanted to add like bushes, and then I wanted to add some spooky trees, and we could even take this and say quick load. Do we not have like a? I guess we'll make the image map for this too. I mean the noise texture there. The tree one, gradient, noise. That actually looks fine. We don't even need a gradient, so we'll have that as the trees, and we got to make it seamless. And what would happen if we put one on as normal map? Does that look better to anyone? We also need to change these to the quick load. I think I have a wood. There we go. So that looks better. These... if we do an as normal map, what happens there? That looks weird. My skin is melting. Ah, yeah. Interesting. So what do we got to do here? Why do these look so fucking weird? Are they halfway? Why is there? Looks like they're almost invisible. We want to make it darker. There we go. I guess the colors were too similar. That was the issue. But now that's very similar to our wood, so we got to go back to This brown over here. Maybe make it more of a green or gray right there. I think that's better. Yeah, that's looking pretty cool. I mean, we basically just use noise for everything, so it's pretty hacky. And I think maybe we should move the moon like over here. Is that more dramatic? It's not very high in the sky anymore compared to the pillars. I guess we should put it up here so it looks like the moon is like not even as high as the pillars. And yeah, I wanted to... We have street lights over here. Fucking shift button on my fucking thing is broken. Let me go forward a little bit. And so in here, this is pretty much like the most fleshed out, I guess. We have the zombies right here. We have some trash cans. We have the clouds up there. We'll keep going. What areas do we need to improve? We need to fix that tree. These trees. Just bring them down. Oh man, we gotta bring the trees down. They're too happy. Let's move over here. Do the same thing. There we go. So I think another thing that we should be doing, so we're gonna come through here, move along this way. Might have to put some type of wall, because when you're coming this way you can see that there's like nothing over there, so we gotta bring that down. I might just put like some houses off in the distance over there. What would that look like? Kind of like over here or whatever. And then we'll have like maybe some rows of whatever. Alright, so you're in your wheelie chair down over here. And you come around this way. I guess you really can't see them with the fences. Then as you come out over here, you still really can't see them, so we need to move them over because there's no point in having them over there if they can't be seen. So they need to be a little bit closer, like this. Fucking shift key. Alright, let's put that like over here. And maybe one like right there. And one over here. Why not? And then I'm going to duplicate this and bring this like over here. That way they're not like floating in nothingness. Let's try that. Let's see how that looks. Zoom in there. I forgot I could do this with Godot. Zoom around in the first person. Alright, so that's looking a little bit better. We have some houses over there. We can have zombies coming from that direction. We turn. This tree is not doing so great. Oh, I'm on this, that's why. We'll bring it down and probably bring it back to like right here. That's where it should be. Then we come forward. We bring this back just right there and spin it. Let's not do it that way. I think that's good. We come this way. My plan is to have like an enemy up there and then he throws stuff at you, and then have maybe one over here or whatever that throws stuff at you, and we can make him face the player. And we'll continue on. I think when we get here, that does look pretty cool with the moon. I think we should have like something over here, just some visual something. And yeah, maybe we'll have I don't know, this scaled pretty quickly. I think we can get rid of some of these, right? These didn't do anything. We didn't really even see them. And we have to move this in further. We wanted to add some bushes, so I'm just going to duplicate this, and then we're going to make that unique and then bring it down. And I'm going to put them over here. Seeing you fidget with the loose parts. What are you talking about? You just put them wherever. Not a big deal. Oh, you gotta be on the grid. I have never once stuck anything to a grid in my life. Let's do that. Actually, yeah, and since we made these unique, I might just go here and I'll quick load our, let me save this. Do we have seamless? Seamless. Okay, and invert, no. Alright, let's save this. Save as. We'll go to materials. And we'll say castle grounds dot material, right? Material. Save it. Cool. How's it going, Bob the Darkest Fairy? Alright, let's go here and we'll quick load. Oh, shit. Quick load our castle grounds texture there. And yeah, I think we can use these as bushes. I think they actually would look cooler over here just because we don't have that texture yet. And I'm going to shrink them down. So we'll just put a couple over here. Like that. Let me move over to this area. So this is how we're gonna see them. That's almost kind of reminds me of medieval or whatever, but we're gonna shrink this down on the height too. So I guess somewhere in there, and we'll just kind of stick a few of them around. Yeah, we'll put one like over here, one over there, one right there, one right there, one right there, and one right there. All right. Let's just see how that looks. We'll move through it real quick. We run around there. We're going forward. I'm super fucking hungry. I'm probably gonna go eat some pizza in a second. But I'll, alright, we're coming up. We gotta come up with something to be over here. I'm thinking of like maybe some building. Yeah, but that looks pretty good for now. I really like the way that that's going. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna eat some fucking pizza. Alright, where do I gotta go? What do I have to fucking do here? We really don't have any gameplay. All I really have is just a bunch of meshes. So we should probably do that. All right. Super sorry, but I'm dying, so I had to eat something. Okay. Now I need some fucking coffee. And a marijuana edible wouldn't hurt either. But, alright. How's it going, Musty01? Okay, so we got some enemies over here. I think we need to get a bigger database of words. So let's see what ChatGPT's got to say about that. Let's go ahead and get him running. We'll get a new chat. I'm gonna bring it over here. And I'm gonna say, generate me a list of words in a, what do we want them as? Probably a probably as a list, right? Just do a list. Generate me a list of words that I can use for my touch typing game as a word reservoir. Please make 3 lists, 1 easy, medium, and 1 hard. 1 easy, 1 easium, and 1 easium, dude. 1 medium and 1 hard. Okay. The hard should be phrases. The hard should be phrases with less than, what do you think, 120 characters? Is that too many? 100 characters. Does that sound right? Does that sound right? No numbers. No numbers, please. Nice. So those will be pretty cool. I think we'll add those in. And I guess what will happen is, like, as you go through here, this will be the easy. Then we'll have the medium. And then over here will be the hard ones. So I guess we'll just assign to our enemy whether they're easy, medium, or hard, and then they'll pick from there. So let's go to one of our enemies, I guess. And let me, the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy brown dog. Yeah. Isn't that, wait, that's the wrong one, isn't it? Isn't that something else? The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Yeah, alright. I didn't know if you were making a joke or you just messed it up. I was like, okay. Yeah, but I didn't really read it incorrectly. I have to go put some coffee in the fucking microwave. Oh, you know what? I got fucking Diet Coke, dude. Oh yeah, that's right. We got Diet Coke. yeah. I'm gonna get my addictive caffeine somewhere else. Alright. So our enemy, right here. Let's go ahead and we gotta grab our dictionaries ChatGPT done made for us. And we'll put them here. I just realized I call this word dict, and there's it's not a dictionary. It's pretty funny. So we're gonna go on ready var easy words, and we're gonna do the same thing there, and one more time. We'll go there, we'll grab this, and we'll throw it in there. Bam, there we go. It's looking pretty good. So I also wanted to work on what the actual plate for the enemy looks like. Okay, so we have this Sprite 3D, and that's the one that gives us this. It looks pretty bad, and we got to get rid of the text here. We just got to get rid of it. Actually, we should probably keep it for example text. I think we need to change how big it is and some other stuff. So it's too large like that. We need to make it smaller. If I click on the rich text label, why don't we go to 25? That seems like a better way to do it. Okay, yeah, that's looking good. I think we should go and put it in the center. And how does that look? Where'd it go? Oh, I guess it was in the center down there. So now we're at the top of this thing, and it's okay, that makes more sense. Let's go and go to our sub viewport. And so how big do we want this? Probably about this big, because we need to do at least 2 lines. So if I say example text and then example text, whoops, 3D. So now we can do at least 2 lines. So that should be better. Cool. And then let me just pull up. We have typing of the dead. I just want to see what that looks like when they have theirs going. So this is what theirs look like. Very simplistic. And then I think as you type it, it just kind of fades out like that. So that's pretty much how we're going to do it. I gotta make those little arrows that point in at shit. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. It's actually pretty friggin' easy, I think. Don't we have a whole bunch of 2D stuff for Godot? I don't know. I never used 2D stuff for Godot because I'm too good for it. I'm a 3D man myself. It's in one of these disgusting blue nodes that you see on everybody else's stream. Yeah, line 2D, one of these guys. How does this thing work? Let me ask ChatGPT. He'll know. Yo, Holmes. How do I use a line 2D tool in Godot? 4.4. In your scene under 2D, width, line thickness, pick a color. You know what I could do that would make this easier? Instead of doing that, I could actually do 3D things, right? Boom, we could just go mesh instance. We could be a, one of the 3D mesh master race right here. I think that's the way we're gonna do it. We're gonna have the arrows pointing here, and we'll bring them this way, and we need to shrink, whoops, I think shrink, whoops, shrink this one right there. Definitely too big, so we'll just put this, what, like 0.25 and 0.25. That's looking better. And then we're gonna add a, on the rich text label, we gotta add a little bit of a, on the layout, transform. We need to change the position. We're just gonna add like maybe 10 units. We'll go back to the 3D. That looks better. Nice. Yeah, and we'll make this a new standard material. We'll go transparency, albedo. We're gonna make this like a red, like definitely a blood red. And then we're gonna make it somewhat transparent, I think. Maybe put some emission on it. Yeah, we'll put the emission on it. And we'll light it up. Turn that color up like that. Make it red. So we'll have it like this. And we'll duplicate it and bring it over here. And we'll do the same thing. Yeah, so there we go. And I could do this too. I was gonna do like a 2D thing, but I think we'll just do it this way, just because it's more fun for me. A box mesh right here. So we'll, whoops, we want it that big, and we want to bring this very close together. We'll probably put it 0.1 or whatever. We'll bring this over here, and yeah, I think instead of making it a child, just a child of this, we're gonna save this texture, material, whatever, save as red emission dot material. Okay, and then yeah, this we're gonna grab that and go quick load, red emission. Cool. So we'll bring these over here and spin it, transform. What is this? Which way is this? Yes, all right, 90. There we go, bring that over here. We're going to make it unique so that we can expand it out on the, what is it, the Y? I think so, yeah. So we'll bring this over here and Control D. And so, yeah, there we go. We got a little box there. And I think we actually should probably make this a different material. Let's make unique, and we're gonna make this like a yellow. Albedo, color, and we'll go with a yellow. Emission, we're gonna go with a yeller. There we go. Maybe turn it down a little bit. And we'll do the same for these. Actually, we just gotta change this to, oh, that's right, we should save this right here. Save as, and we'll say yellow.material. Yellow.material. Nice, and then we'll quick load the yellow material. Awesome. So that's looking a little better. We want these in front for sure. Cool. And then we need to do something about this, I think this texture rect right here, this fast line noise, we just need to make these much closer. There's too much variation on the dark and the white, and they need to be like a very small amount of change. Yeah, maybe something like that. Maybe if we just make this just a little bit brighter, like that, like just barely, and then maybe put like a red behind it or something, and then even less there. So yeah, whatever, I think that's okay. And then yeah, I probably will put an animation on here. So we're gonna go animation player, and I think we're gonna have this just move in and out, and I'm just gonna keyframe it. So we're gonna go attack, and so yeah, awesome. What am I trying to do? Let's go to its transform. We don't need anything about the material. We're essentially just going to take the position right here and create a track, and I'm going to do that for each one of them. Position, create, down here, transform, position, create, and we'll do the same over here. Transform, position, create, and I guess we'll bring it like back, kind of like this, a little bit, and we gotta maybe go like 4. Actually, we'll go 2, and we'll bring it right here. And all we really want to do is just kind of like bring it back a little bit, and I'm going to do it on all of the, well, I should go ahead and keyframe it. Yeah, position keyframed, awesome. We'll bring this one back a little bit, and we'll keyframe it. And it might look weird because they're all like, whatever, we're not going to change the rotation at all anyway. Yeah. So then we'll go down here, grab these, we'll say duplicate, and we'll bring that over here. So that's not bad. Now that's looking closer. I think on these outside ones we need some type of texture. We need like a little bit more than just that. So if I go to, if I add a normal map, actually we probably don't want the normal map. We probably definitely want the albedo. We need a noise texture in here, even though we've like heavily relied on them. No gradient, just the fast line noise. And then we need to take this down. What happens if I add it in here? Okay, interesting. Whatever, just a little bit of variation, that's good. Then I guess we'll do the same thing. I mean, why not? New fast line noise. And we'll make our ramp. And I think our ramp should lean heavily towards the red. Like that. And then can we make this like a little bit darker? And let's go to the color. And we'll make that like a darker... Whatever, I don't think that changes it at all. Oh, never mind. That does change it, whatever. Let's see how that looks. I mean, that's kind of a little more bright. Let's see how it looks in game. We're gonna have to get one of our enemies closer. I guess it'll be this guy. We'll bring him closer, so we'll actually contact the player. I don't think we need him that close. All right. Hello, world. Okay, so we need to do this. Enemies board. All of you need to be children of the enemy's board. Is that what I'm hiding? On the ready? Alright, where's our ready function? Process, ready, add to group enemy board. So we just want to say enemy board dot visual equals false. And there we go. And then when we enter it, we gotta say enemy board dot visible. Try that. So now when we get into a fight with him, his thing comes up. Oh, we got to make sure the animation plays by default too. So we'll go animation player. Nice. And then we come up and let's go to our animation player. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. So it should automatically play. Looks like it is. I think I need to speed it up a little bit. 1.0. Double speed. Put this here. Put this there. Yeah, that looks better. I think it was a little more urgency. So we're coming closer now. F chat GPT. We kill him. Nice. I think that's going good. Cool. So here's our player mesh again. I don't know if I showed him off. I think I did a little earlier. He's in our wheelchair. We got to make his wheels actually turn, and then I think we have to bring him up a little bit because he's kind of on the ground. And then we got Lady Esmeralda. She's going to be the one that unleashes the zombie curse upon the world by accident or whatever. We just got to figure out how it's going to work. All right. Let's see. I think I'm probably going to take like a quick break, and then I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm going to play my intro videos. I'm going to play this playlist real quick. I'm going to eat some pizza, and then I'll be back. I'm going to mute my mic.
Did brakes off?
Bro, I'm
Fight up!
What the fuck you doing here?
Get him, Blake. Get your leg.
Leonard, are you fucking kidding me, man? Jesus Christ.
I don't know where the steak's coming from.
You don't know where the stink's coming from? Probably from all the shit everywhere, you fucking... Holy fuck. I think this place is worth you, Jason. Leonard, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm definitely not taking this shit in there. Oh my god.
What's going on with your YouTube? It's your boy King Cobra.
Mother, log off your gambling site and vacate the living room.
Fuck you, bish, I gots to gamble.
I need to do my Godot-centered internet show.
But nobody watches your gay little internet show.
Mother, you leave me no choice. Nobody messes with my gay little internet show.
All right. All right. And we're back. So, yeah, I want to have something. I thought of that in like 2 seconds. It was really fucking stupid, but I was like, that's pretty funny. All right. Cool. So what am I even trying to do? Let me hit this fucking vape. And we're gonna figure the fuck out, dude. So, as far as coding goes, I have to hook up the easy, medium, and hard. We gotta put, like, what do you think? Like, maybe 8 enemies in here. Another 8 to 10 right here. A couple enemies here, but they're throwing stuff, so, like, you know, another 10 enemies worth right there. So basically 10, 20, 30, 40 boss fight. And we're keeping in tradition with typing in the dead in that way. All right, dude. Let's hook it up. Fucking. Oh, the art list. Yeah, we need that shit. Bam, there we go. Let's go to something else. October. I have an October playlist. We're gonna hit that up. I don't know what's on it. I think we already heard that one. That one sucks. You know what? We're gonna go with the country playlist. Burgers and guitars. Here we go. This will get us up. Oh, has anyone seen the new King of the Hill reboot? I haven't even fucking seen it. I was like, it's probably gonna be bad. Probably gonna be really bad and horrible. So I didn't want to see it because, like, the memories of King of the Hill in my head are like sacred, so I don't want to ruin them. Cool. So hard phrases, easy and medium words. So we basically just have to figure out which one we are. I guess we'll set that manually. So let's just use an export var. So we'll go at export var. And we'll say, how to get these off my head, they're annoying me. Enemy level. Enemy power level. Gotta keep that hidden. Power level. Equals, and I think we can just do, can we do like a drop down? How do we do like a choice? Let's ask ChatGPT. Can eyes be doing a drop down on some shits in Godot? Like be using a what is that thing called? What is that thing? Export. Like be using an export var and shit. Hell yeah. Enums. Oh, dude, I don't like enums. Okay. Option 2, exporting string with enum-like choices. Ah, alright, let's try this one. I really don't know how enums work, that's why I don't like them. I guess we could call it difficulty, there's really no easy reason to call it anything else. Alright. Nice, and then it sets it that by default. Yeah, I'm actually feeling this music. I definitely want to go sit on a porch and like, you know, just hang out with my family whenever I hear country music. It's like the best thing to do. And get like a pellet gun and just shoot at shit in the distance. That's like the best. I know it probably seems like very rednecky and like country-ish to a lot of people, but like that's what I fucking do. And I'm like hanging out with my family. We had like a little pink like Red Ryder fucking pellet gun, and we were like super fucking good at it. We could like shoot like fucking cans from across the yard. It was great, like one-handed. July 4th is coming up. Super hyped for that. That's gonna be really fun. So my family's getting a bunch of fireworks. But so now we know which one they're gonna be. Now we just need to set that based on that. So in the ready function, we'll say we're just gonna match. Match. What do we want? What do we want? We gotta match the difficulty. There we go. Match difficulty. Yeah. Simple fun. I couldn't imagine living in a city, honestly. I live in the suburbs now. I live in like a pretty nice like suburbs area. It's not like super expensive, but it's like, you know, well, I mean, I say that like it used to be like not super expensive. Now it kind of is, but everything got super expensive after COVID. So difficulty, easy. What are they? What are the fucking ones we got? Easy, medium, hard, all caps. Awesome. Oh no, we actually have to access the fucking. Don't we have to say difficulty dot easy? Easy. Don't we have to do it this way? I believe so. Yeah, we do. Wonderful. Yeah. Cool. And we'll get rid of that, and we'll get rid of this, and we'll say, I hope I can spell medium. There was a show called Medium back in the day. I can't remember what it was about. And hard. Cool. And then we got to put some stuff in here. So we'll say word dict. All we have to do really is say word dict here. Actually, we can do this. We're going to grab this, Control X, and put it in here, and we'll say easy. We got to grab this one too, because we're going to have to. We're basically making a random number that is the length of everything we have in these easy word arrays. So we'll do that for easy word. Cool. Yeah, it'd be cool to get in a pool too. Being in a pool would be awesome right now. Even though it's, well, it's dark out, but if it wasn't dark out. So what are we gonna do here? Yeah, that should be right here. Easy words, random, awesome. And then we gotta do word dict. No, we want easy words. And we can bring all this down and paste it and just change it to hard words down here. And hard words and medium words Medium words. When I watch these streams back, sometimes I see how much I actually look at my hands when I'm typing, and I'm like, damn, I'm actually not a very good typer at all, or typist, or whatever the fuck it's called. Cannot get property from an enum value. What are you talking about? Isn't that the entire point of an enum? Oh, it's a uppercase D. I misunderstood. It was a bad show. Which show again? We were talking about. Difficulty hard. What's the problem? Hard words not in the thing. What is it called? Hard phrases. All right. Yeah, we gotta throw that in here. Cool. So now we should have phrases based on difficulty. And when they die, I also want the I want this board to not be visible anymore. So we'll say false. And we can make sounds, so I guess we should make some sounds. Let's try it. I figure there's a fucking spider on my ear. Oh no. I gotta get rid of that example text. Let's go back to the player, the enemy, whatever the hell it is. Rich text label. Grab that shit, get rid of it. Bam. And we should rock and roll. Should be all good to go. Nice. Oh no, we got nothing. Let's take a look at what's going on there. If I go to my enemy, what do I have him in as? Easy. All right. Let's do this. Print. Getting to the easy part. Oh, Medium. Yeah, that's right. I never even saw that show, and I just remember it like being on some type of thing way back in the day. And it brought back memories of like 2000s and shit. But yeah, I'll take your word for a fact that it sucked. Oh, I thought it was a guy. I remember it being a guy. I'm probably like confusing it with fucking Dexter. I used to like. Oh, I never watched Dexter. I don't know why I'm saying that. I've seen like fucking clips of it, and now it's like merging in my brain. I never watched any of those fucking shows. All right. What was happening here? We're not getting anything. Let's just. So this just assigns our phrase. And when are we actually displaying our phrase? Easy words. Oh, add text right here. That's the problem. Actually, we can do it down here at the bottom, right? Well, no, we're gonna have to do it on each one. Whoops. Oh, there we go. You know what show I watched was Futurama. I used to watch the shit out of that show. Didn't they do a reboot of that one too? Oh, CK. Killed him. Killed him dead. Alright. The Futurama movies were great. And then I never watched the last episode. I used to fucking get so fucking drunk, dude. I had like a problem with like alcohol. I would just come home and play Dark Souls and watch Futurama episodes like over and over again. That was brutal. But I lived like out in the middle of nowhere. There was like nothing to do. Can you stop fucking with that? I think you're gonna poke your eye out with that guitar string. So we need to get out of here. All right. What are we doing? Cool. So let's try that. Well, we need to bring some more of these enemies in. So let's just try this guy first. We also need to... My cat's right back up in the spot that I just removed him from. Wonderful. Goblin, go fuck yourself for real. Hold on, I gotta go do something real quick.
Cold coffee, my old boots are by the door. Nobody's calling, but I don't mind it anymore. 'Cause I've had enough of the rat race, the city life, the social grace.
Yeah, here's Goblin. I think I showed him off when he was just a little kitten. Now he's like a big ass cat, dude. He can straight up fuck you up. He's got big claws. He's super nice and he loves me and he like loves head scratches. But he's like really skittish and like if I freak him out, he will like attack me and run away. He did it a few times, but he's really chill. But he's playing with a guitar string. I think he's gonna poke his eyes out. That's why I had to stop him. But yeah, when I first brought him on stream, I was live streaming here, and he was like a super small kitten, and I found him outside, but now he's a big fucking predator, dude. He's Don Fry. We need more clouds. Yeah, my brother has chickens. And he was like, oh man, you should bring Goblin over. And I was like, hell yeah, dude. Goblin's gonna murder all of your chickens. He got a big ass rooster. It's pretty cool. It's like, you know, it established dominance at like his his chicken coop pretty fast. So there we go. I think I need to move these over. We're duplicating some clouds. Some nice little clouds right there. Oh, wonderful. Alright. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Oh, we need to make this guy not as fast. We have so much shit here. Player path, player cart. Where the hell's it at? Player cart, yeah, back to 0, and then it's actually on this script, sorry. 0.1, back to slow as fuck. There we go. Oh no. Home. We don't turn to face them, that's a problem. R-O-C-K. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Bird. I had to look at my hands for that one, because I'm incompetent. There we go. So I'm looking at places I can put more enemies. I think we should have like a couple in here, and then just have trash cans there. And then maybe they'll knock over the trash cans or something, have a little scripted event or something. When he comes out here, he should get ambushed by a guy around there. And, you know, maybe have some of them coming from the woods right there. Up here is where we're going to make them on top of that, and we'll have them pause like right here and maybe deflect some stuff or something, or use like, I don't know, we'll just have a few of them up here. And then down here through the courtyard, we'll have to make some more assets, and then we'll have the boss fight out there. I just want to let this move to the end and see how it looks. Yeah, I kind of like the moon. Yeah, it does kind of look like, in my mind, it reminds me of Blood Omen. That game rocked, mainly because Kane is like a dick the entire game. He's like, yeah, I'll just, kill humans and like, yeah, kill the vampires and I'll just be like the coolest guy ever and basically take whatever I fuck I want. And then at the very end, when you like try and kill him as in the Soul Reaver games, he's like, yeah, I'm actually the good guy the whole time and you're the asshole. And then like he goes on to save the world and you're like the bad guy. It's great. Alright. The fuck am I doing, man? Nice. So we got these zombies here. Let's add some more in those areas I thought. We also need to make him face the zombies. So the camera, I guess we should do that. So when we engage, we need to face the zombie. We'll say if. How's it going, Mud Crappo? Yo, what's up? If the current state is not equal to the previous state, we're gonna do what now? We're gonna turn the camera, so we done gotta get the camera, and we're gonna say look at actually we're just gonna rotate hold on, let me ask ChatGPT what's the best way to do this real quick. Because, actually, you know what? We're not going to ask ChatGPT. Fuck that. We're going to be cool. I think what the best way to do, right, is to have this. We're going to do node 3D. We're going to have another node face it and then use the rotation of that node on our character and then lerp it to there. So we're going to call this look at look AT, and we're gonna throw that on the cart. Yeah, on the cart, and we're gonna actually have that look at the guy. Yeah, and then we'll use the rotation from that. So we'll say look at. This might be, I might be doing this for no reason, but we'll use look at, and then we'll go, the target should be the enemy. Do we have the enemy we're engaging with? I think we do, right? Next state equals engage, so we have the enemy, so we got to do at on ready var enemy current enemy, current enemy equals null, and then we'll update it here. So we'll say current enemy equals area.owner owner. Yeah. So our current enemy, nice, and then whenever we were in, we'll say look at current enemy dot global transform dot position, right? No, global transform dot location, right? We'll just try position. Actually, I think I have it somewhere, right? We used our global transform. Global transform.origin. There we go. I think that's the one I want. They changed it all around, I feel like. We just need to look at that. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm still in the same one. I need to go over here, back to the world, back to here. We want to do this. Current enemy global transform.origin. Nice, and then we got to pass in our vector 3, right? Vector 3, and then dot up, signifying that we're in the regular world space, and then we're going to say dot rotation dot y equals the player path. What am I saying? The look at. Then we can get the look at. Look at dot rotation dot y. Look at that. You know, ChatGPT could have done that in like 2 seconds, but it took me 5 minutes. So, you know, think about that. But now I feel proud about myself. Can a robot do that? I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's see if it even works. Probably doesn't work. But let's give it a shot. It does work. There we go. Never should have doubted myself. But then we got to move back to our track. HAT. There we go. So we're spinning down the track. Okay, so we do have to return. When we go back to advance, we're going to say rotation.y equals 0, right? Control C. We'll just make it equal to the cart rotation. And then eventually we'll tween this, right? Cart rotation.y. So for now, that should just put us back on the track. MAP. Yeah, put us back on the track. TREE. Bam. Killed him. RUN. Too cool for school. Oh no. Oh no. So we're moving along the cart's rotation. I think we need what if I use the node 3D? Yeah, I'm gonna try that. Whoops. No, we want that one. Am I thinking about this the wrong way? I might be. MAP. Yeah, now we're facing completely the wrong way. Node 3D. So I guess as this moves, its position and rotation change. But that's what we want. We want to align with the rotation of the player cart. Right? Because everything on the cart moves with the line. So, what am I spinning? Hold on. I'm only spinning the camera. So, I think we can just set, can we just set our rotation back to 0? Equals 0. Rotation degrees. Let's try that. We need to go back to 3D. I gotta reset the... Bam. Alright, let's run it now. Alright, we face the guy, we go back. CAT SUN. Yeah, that looks like it's doing it. All right. We'll put this one. Spin the damn thing. What are you, fucker? You fucking piece of shit. All right, there we go. Bam. All right, so I guess we'll do a few more. One right here. Another one. Just trying to select it. I think my mouse is a little messed up or something. We can't do it like that. We have to at least make them staggered by a little bit. And we can basically make it harder on the player by making them fast, like closer to when they would trigger. Like if they're closer to the player, it's going to take them less time to get there because they work off this box that will hit them whenever the player is that close. So, whoops. Let me Control D, and I want to put one right in the middle here, so you can't avoid him. And then we'll do another one a little bit further back, right here. And then of course we got to do one right here, spooking him, right there. And yeah, we need one over here, and another one right there. Probably one right there as well. Do I not touch type? I do. Like it's hard when you're streaming. It's hard to explain. But yeah, I had trouble touch typing until like a few years back, and then I got good with it. But I can touch type, but it's like hard to focus and use the mouse and do the stream and all that shit. So I do look at the keyboard when I'm doing it here, but I normally can. Yeah, I'm not that much of an idiot. I should probably drink some water or something, but I'm fine. I'll be okay. Let's try that. And we want to switch some of these to medium. A medium. Medium. And a medium. And we'll try that. Yeah. There we go. Milk. Rock. Red. R-E-D. I guess that guy wasn't close enough. That guy is, and he's already beating us. Oh no. Oh no, we don't have, where's his thing? It didn't show up. I think he was too close, and it just triggered right into his beating state without triggering his other state. Yeah, that was this guy, right? Yeah, he's got to be at least back here. Alrighty. H-O-M-E. P-E-N. H-O-M-E. Oh, that guy's too far away. R-A-I-N. And that's our speaker that we're seeing. W-I-N-D. S-N-O-W. This guy's coming at us. Crystal. No, that's a hard word. It's impossible. My smooth brain hit that one like a fucking rock, dude. Oh, fuck. Not that again. It's got a Y and A. I'll tell you, the right hands and the pinkies and shit, it's where it gets... Why do you keep doing crystal? You gotta have something else. Journey. Oh, shit. Journey. There we go. Oh, no. Freedom. Rebound. Oh, we got beaten. We narrowly avoided that attack. Oh yeah, and I came up with an idea for these too as well. So instead of using the Godot faces, we're going to use the face of our protagonist, and the way we're going to do it is, so this guy actually made a video on how to do it. You can listen to him. Well, it's one of my videos is what I'm trying to show you, but I made it way too fucking soft, and it's not, you're never going to be able to hear it. Great job. But yeah, I can save a picture of our, of like anything. We can render a picture in here. So like I'm rendering a picture of this rat, and I'm going to render a picture of our protagonist. There you go. There you go. I wanted to show off my channel a little more. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to our player meshes, and I'm going to put a camera in here, and we're going to render an image of our camera, of our guy, and we'll just have little faces of him. That's pretty funny. So how close should we be? I think right there, and I think we need to hide everything else basically. You know what, whatever. Let's just go ahead and put the script on the camera. We'll say pick cam.gd. We'll just put it here. We're going to delete it anyway. And here's the thing about my videos is what you'll see I do is I put all the text right here. So we got a text right there. We can just copy it. I normally put it in the comments section as well. But yeah, now we can bring that back over here and just put that there. And we have to put our file location. So what are we going to do? Get viewport. What do you mean? Oh, that's right. We have to put this in like a func ready. Put that right there, and then we got to put our file location. Can I grab a file location? Let's do create new folder. We'll call it UI images. Okay, so then I can do, can I go copy path, and I can put that in here. I don't know if that's going to save. We're going to try it. But yeah, all we have to do is run this right here, right? And let's see. It looks like there's nothing there. Open in file manager. Yeah, empty. Ooh, we got a little debugger thing going on. Can't save PNG. Alright, I think we need a full path here, so I'm gonna probably open it up over here. Let me take a look. Where the hell am I even at? I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. Alright. Oh, my fucking music. My music died again. It's horrible. UI images, okay, properties. Let's just grab this right here. We'll copy it. We're then going to expand this out, bring this in right here. Can I do a raw string and then we're all good to go? Is that okay? I want to do this, but I don't think that's going to work. Oh, it might work. And then the texture. So then we can go my image dot what, PNG. Let's give that a shot. What did I try and save it as last time? Oh, nothing. That's why. Alright. Yeah. There we go. So I think we actually got an image there. Maybe. Oh, I just put it here. What do we get? Nothing. That's because we have to do a little await. So let's do it this way. Let me go back to my video. Over here, we gotta do... Let me save this shit. Motherfucker. Right there. So we're waiting 3 seconds, and we're also going to have to add some type of light to this man. And probably even a world environment. Omnilight 3D. If I just put this up here, is that going to give us the light that we need? Okay. And then we have my image. There we go. So, cool. We have a little image of our guy right there. I just need to make it transparent somehow. If I can. Let me ask ChatGPT. I never figured that part out. We'll just ask real quick. Control C, Control V. I'll bring this over here. Yo, I be using this to be getting a picture in Godot, but I need it transparent. Parent, you heard? Does not capture transparency unless you're using a transparent background in the viewport. Ah, okay. Wonderful. Yeah, let's fuck it up. Let's give that a shot. Bool on base object window. That's right. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work. Make sure your canvas is alpha friendly. Avoid post processing. Self-referential humor. Self-referential humor ruined. He looked badass in the game. Oh. Watch it be pseudocode. I think it is pseudocode. Yeah. It will just make shit up. It's just very compliant that way. But you know what? I can't really say shit because I've had like managers that'll just be like, hey, can you do this? And I'm like, it's a bad fucking idea. But you know what? Who gives a fuck? Yeah, whatever. I'll do it. Okay. So how are we gonna fix this? Let's just try that again, see what happens. So we got our guy right there. Can I go to like world environment? Environment like this, and then we'll just go background. Can we go canvas, clear color, and what happens then? Adjustments, camera feed, custom color, completely transparent. Is that going to work? What happens if I render it now? It'll just be all black. This isn't going how I thought it was going to go. You know, it's really not that bad. I guess I gotta take down the size of this and make it like smaller. I might just make it just his face so it's not like, you know, You're not getting that much background. You'll never even notice it. It'll be 3 little squares down there. Who's gonna give a fuck? Not I. View, 2 viewports. Get this out of here. We wanted to view. Let me turn back on my super awesome music. We're gonna go to the indie playlist. We haven't heard that one yet. There we go. This is fine, I guess. I need something to keep me awake. I ran out of coffee. So we want to be like this. What would happen if I go orthogonal? Yeah, it's not looking so good orthogonal. What about frustrum? What does that do? Oh man, that's not good. Perspective. There we go. We definitely want to be like this. We want to be closer. I think we need to go like this. And, you know, that's not bad. And then how do I make, I want to make it like, you know, I don't know what the fuck you would call that. Oh, the FOV, isn't that FOV? Or whatever, we could just make the FOV. No, we still need like that much. We just need to like shrink in on the sides. Can I do that? No, I can't do that. I want to keep that, but I want to crop off the sides. I guess I have to change the actual, I'll just change it for a few seconds, right? Go to the project settings, go to the window and change this, right? The width, we'll change this to like 500 by 500. Okay, yeah, because we want it square. There we go. And we'll render the image and then we'll change it back. Yeah. Oh yeah, we just have to click this. I'm looking for the render button like it's friggin' what do you call it? Geez, whatever. And I think we can actually save this better as a WebP. Let's see if we can do that. Can we do WebPs? Because that's less file format. WebP, right? Yeah, there we go. Maybe. Can't open. Okay. Never mind. We're going to remove that. And we're going to bring this up and put that into UI images. And let's try loading that in our first world up here. Okay, so on our friggin' camera, we got the heart holder, the texture rect, and what we want to do. Let's go to our 3D, our 2D. So we actually have a script to render that for us. So we just need to change out the texture in the script, right? Yeah. Instead of icon, we're going to say UI images.myimage.png, and we'll run that. And we're actually going to have to we're going to do this in the ready function as well. Just do this for as much health as we have. And then we can make barrels to shoot open or barrels to open or something that give us more health. There we go. I think we're good now. Except we're doing that now. Hitting the area. Okay, so let me go back. Project settings. Turn it back to normal. We also need to stop rendering the image over here. Let's go back to our, where's our player meshes, and we can actually delete a lot of this shit. We can go here, I think we're just going to delete that. I don't think we need it. I think it's really stupid to have it in there. We're going to delete that. And the Omni light, I think we can keep. We'll just delete it. So we're back to normal. Let's try running that again. So we're making a few images there. I'm going to... Let's see. I thought we were changing the size of them. I guess we're going to have to go to expand mode. What are we going to say? Ignore size. Probably, right? Texture rect dot expand mode equals expand where's my enum? Expand fit width. Yeah, I think it should be expand fit width, right? Expand. Isn't it like expand mode fit width or something? We gotta go put this here. Whoops. Damn, I forgot how this worked. Right, but how the fuck do I set it? Texture rect. Open documentation. Expand, keep size. Okay. Texture rect dot expand mode equals, and then is that not like a do I have to say texture rect dot expand fit width? Oh, expand ignore size, right? That looks weird. That's not the right way to do it. It can't be. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know why I'm being so stupid about this right now. Hold on, let me ask ChatGPT, he'll know. Hold on, let me just why this no work? Fix it. Fix it. It's not a class or a property of texture rect. I know that, dummy. So how does it work? Is an enum. Aren't you doing the exact same thing that I just did? Well, it's doing the exact same thing that I just did. Isn't it? Oh, no, that's right. We can call an actual texture rect. What did I do before ChatGPT? I Googled it and then I put in what a bunch of Indians told me to put in. There we go. This was my next guess. I knew it was something. It was the name that threw me off. Okay, I'm a good coder. I'm the average Godot enjoyer. I know what I'm doing. Where do the answers come from? You know, the guy who wrote the program, and you know, he hoards all the knowledge for himself and he puts it out in little bits. But you know how fucking programmers are. They'll explain the shit and it'll be like, oh, download the Raspberry Swirl fucking edition, and it's like, why the fuck do you have to call it that? Then you download it and it doesn't work, and they're like, oh man, are you on like Python 3 or are you on like Python 3.1.3.7? Because it only works with that specific one. And it's like, oh, you didn't install from the -R requirements? Oh, you tried to install it yourself? Oh, you fucked it all up. Okay, let's try it now. And I'm going to stop ranting about shit. It's broken. Okay? So why don't you call up the guy who runs the programming pipeline and tell him that this one's broken and ChatGPT doesn't even know the answer. We need all the forums on it. We need the Kiwi farms. We need the farmers on this. What do you not like? What is the problem here? Because that looks right to me. Invalid assignment of property or key expand mode. Okay, sir. Thank you. Make sure to like and subscribe. Dude, the thing with the Indian tutorials is they work until the last fucking step. And the last fucking step never works. And you're like, what? Like, every fucking thing is right. The environment, I've checked 1,000,000 times. Every single thing is right. I'm on Conda. I hate Conda. Everything's going fine. I got PyTorch installed. All the tensors are there. I got everything hooked up. I'm just trying to clone Ethan Ralph's voice. And then I press the button, and it's like missing dependency. Missing this, missing that. And I put all those in. And then everything's good. And then it's like something else will be fucking wrong. And then I'll be so far from the original video that I'm like, I don't trust any of it anymore. And I'm sure everyone gets there. Okay. So this is not the way to do it. What if I click on this? Texture rect. Enum expand mode. So how do I set, like, but how do I fucking set it? Oh, set expand mode. There we go. Oh man, maybe if I just scrolled down a little bit further, we could have seen that. But I like to set it the easy way. I don't like to do it the hard way. Set expand mode. And then can I just put this in there? Or do I need to put this whole thing in there? I think so. And then I think the reason why I'm confused is I normally call it on the node of like the thing it is. So I normally call it from like the texture rect. So if I was on this script, I could just use expand mode right here. And so that's why I'm thinking, like, why isn't that globally available? And it's like, it's not, because you're not on a texture rect, you're on a node 3D. So I do know what the fuck I'm doing. Sometimes. There we go. Look at that. We got, who's got little happy friends down there? Oh, he's coming. Let's see. Bam. Oh no, that's right. I forgot to update it there. But anyway, we'll keep going. Tree. RED. What else you got? You ain't got shit. Oh, we need to get that guy. I forgot about him. He comes out of nowhere. We should put him in the bush like the Homer Simpson meme. That would be funny. HAT. SNOW. Magnet. How the fuck do magnets work? Anybody else used to listen to ICP back in the day? Are they still alive? They were both like pillheads, right? I think so. They would probably fit in real good with Ralph. Freedom! Rebound. Midnight. Oh no. Oh no, what am I? Oh jeez. Oh god. Puzzle, don't kill me. There we go. I'm a fucking champion, dude. I can't be defeated. Okay, so we gotta done do this down here. Right here. And that should fix us up. Let's give that a shot. I kind of like the way that looks. Fire. Those clowns diss Ralph, the news spreads quick, they would know. Yeah, Kino Casino has been on fucking holiday for like 2 weeks now. I'm bored out of my mind at work. I gotta watch like AI training videos because I got nothing better to do. And I don't understand any of them, so I'm just like sitting there feeling like an idiot all fucking day. While I'm cutting material and stuff. But yeah, shouldn't this like teleport us to the game over screen, or did we mess that up somehow? Cool. And let's move that one guy a little bit closer. This guy was never being triggered. Triggered. And these guys are behind fences, so let's move those fences back behind them so it's not like they're coming out of the fences, just like that. We'll move that one back to cool. And we'll add another trash can. Where's my trash? Give me the fucking trash can, dude. There we go. Okay, sorry, I forgot where I was. I'm just gonna put one here. We're gonna put one over there. Keep it lively. Cool. And then I'm gonna grab this body, and we're gonna put body over here. I don't know, probably not, well, I listen to it on, like, Bluetooth, so, as far as, like, listening to podcasts at work, nah, like, I listen to, like, Medicare, I listen to all this shit, but I listen to, like, it on my Bluetooth speakers and everything, and it's like, you know, I don't know, it's not so crazy. I definitely would never put Kino Casino on, like, speakers at work. I would never do that. Just because they're always like, you know, yelling swears and shit like that, it would be too much. And your coworkers would think you're crazy. They're like, "What are you watching?" Because they're all normies. They're gonna be like, "Yo, I watch like Game of Thrones. I watch stuff like that." And you're like, "Well, this is me. We're watching a fat man die in Mexico. He's drinking himself to death." They're gonna be like, "Dude, you're insane." Or like, "Yeah, I'm watching Boss Man Jack. He's a gambling addict. He's about to go smoke some crack. He's in the fucking truck with his mom. They're going to the plug's house." Yeah. And then no, you could definitely never watch Mad at the Internet at work. They would that would probably not be good for you. You know, you should put it on at the mall or something. That would be good. Crystal. Alright. Jungle. There's a little body right there. Planet. Danger, Will Robinson. Thoughts? Yeah, dude, I hate, like, well, you know what? I watch Sopranos. Like, if you put Sopranos on, I will watch it and I like it, but then I'm just like, this is like, why do I even get involved in these stories that aren't even, like, relevant to me? I shouldn't even give a fuck about this. I should be reading, like, an instruction manual or something. And yeah, I used to watch like Law and Order SVU, and then I was just like, man, why am I watching something bad over and over again? Like, these plots are all horrific. I don't want to fucking sit through this shit. You know, if anything, I'm gonna watch a decent movie, like an old, like The Truman Show, or like some classic movie or something. You know. Yeah. I remember I was at my mom's house one time, and we were just like hanging out there. I think she was in the other room or something. It was me and my brother and watching Kino Casino on the TV, and they're talking about Ralph, and they're like, Ralph has the Memphis Micro, talking about his dick. And I was like, dude, we have to change this. And he's like, no, it's fine. I'm like, dude, more of our family is coming over, and we can't have like, you know, a fucking podcast going on about how this guy revenge porned his exes and how he's living in Mexico hiding out and evading the fucking child support. We can't have that shit, dude. But yeah, that was really funny because like, you know, some people would come in and be like, what are you guys watching? And be like, oh man, you gotta check this out. And then they'd be like, that's not a football. You watching the football? And be like, nah, dude, no football, sorry. Sorry, we're watching fun stuff in here. Or, I used to watch Cumtown podcast. I guess it's now the Adam Friedland show, but that was pretty awesome too. But that's another one you can't really watch at work. Yeah. Yeah, another one he watches is The Predator Poachers with Gordon Flowers. I don't know if that's his real name. I think it's like Paul Rosen or something. But those are pretty good. Those are kind of grating sometimes to watch. Like, there's just too much shit going on. But he does good work. Like, it's like Chris Hansen, so it's like... it's funny when they confront them, and it's like a super ghetto area, and they're like, dude, you're gonna, like, get murdered here. Oh, man, yeah, I have this, like, a family member who will sit in front of the TV every family gathering and be like, come on, like, Jovinson or whatever, like, at the fucking family gathering watching football. And it's like, dude, like, you went into this other person's house, put on football, and are now, like, annoying everyone around you, screaming at the fucking TV. Like, the fuck is wrong with you? Alright, so everything appears to be going good. I just wanted to go through here a couple times and make sure it's all working well. So we have a fair amount of time before he hits us and stuff. Yeah, that's all looking good. I just realized I don't have the comments on the screen, so like people who are saying stuff in here and people who watch this back are just gonna be like, who the fuck are they talking to? Like, probably no one. Pointless existence. Yeah, I don't know. I like, you know, I guess I like some things, but like, there's no like shows or anything that I really watch anymore. Everything's gone like very sloppy. You watch a modern sitcom and it's like, you know, you don't agree with social norm? Uh-oh, I'm gonna beat you up. Like, Jack Reacher, like any one of those shows are like so formulaic. You're like, dude, I can't even fucking stand this shit. Especially movies, and it's like, it's so brutal when you go over to someone's house and they're watching like Netflix movies and you're like, you actually do this? You actually sit down and watch a fucking movie from Netflix? Like, what the fuck is going on here? I don't know, I guess there are a few good ones. There might be a few good ones on there. What am I trying to do instead of just complain about shit? Being narcissistic as fuck. Alright, we gotta add some more enemies in here. We gotta make some more buildings over here. I want to add some more platforms. Maybe we can make like a face or something. Let's make a big stone face. What are we doing here? A mesh instance. Let me get some music going. Let's go. What are we gonna do? Let's go to the techno. Techno. Dance. Life. Control. We're gonna make. Let's do a Taurus or something. Maybe we'll make like a big Taurus and a fire inside of it. I think that would be cool. Where's the fucking transform? Rotation. Is it this one? No. That does nothing. Just spins a circle on a circle. That's very funny to me. Alright, so we'll move it up and then we'll do some GPU particles. What are we going to call this? We'll go up. We'll go to assets. We'll go to set pieces. We're going to go flaming. Flaming Taurus. It reminds me of the Taurus demon from Dark Souls. Yeah. Yeah, after they did that with the Matrix, the whole like, oh, the whole thing was a an allegory for that. It's like, dude, what are you even talking about? Like, I saw the first Matrix and no the fuck it's not. Standard material. What am I doing? Quick load. I don't know why I wasn't selecting that. What do we... Actually, let's make a new one. Can we make like a gold metallic one? Some kind of Minecraft shit. We'll go with albedo. Oh man, I have to do this. I was watching some of the other Godot streamers, and this one guy, he just put on Minecraft videos for his audience. He's like, yeah, there's gonna be ads coming up, so I'm gonna put on Minecraft videos. And I was like, that's the most Zoomer shit in the fucking world, dude. It's just be like, yeah, I don't have any content, dude, but here's like Minecraft in the background, bro. It's just like the most low effort shit in the world. So I make it fully metallic, it goes all like that. What does the specular do? Adjust the strength of specular reflections are composed of the scene reflections in the specular lobe. Okay, I don't know what that's gonna do. Whatever. I want to have it like be really reflective. Let's just try putting it in the scene. I want to have it like be like a metal ring, and then we're gonna have another mesh instance, and we're gonna do like a fucking box down here, and we'll have this be the gray metal. Maybe we can get that to be shiny as well, is what I'm trying to accomplish at some point. Okay, that's the wrong way. More like this. I guess it'll be like some type of generic altar type deal. Yeah. Yeah, I really like, I don't make any money off ads on this, so it's like, why even, you know, run them to get like 30 cents in fucking ad revenue a stream? You know. I think I should tilt this up a little bit, maybe. We'll just keep it as it is for now. I think I'm gonna have to make it much bigger. And then we'll probably make the inner radius like this. And yeah, I'm gonna add some GPU particles in it, and we'll make a little fire. And we'll go, no, not that. We gotta go process material, particle material. Draw passes. We want to make a plane mesh. Actually, isn't it a quad mesh? Yeah. Actually, can't we do, let's do a ribbon mesh. Okay, whatever. I don't like that. Quad mesh, whatever. I'm going to bring it up. We want it here. We also need it to be billboard, so we're going to grab it. I think we have to go down to the material. We'll make a new one. We're gonna alpha. We're gonna go. Where's billboard? Billboard. Particle billboard. There we go. Now I think we've got to. I want to mess with the size a little bit, I guess. Cool. So can I make a bunch of these and make them flip all around and go upwards? So what do we got to go? Accelerations, gravity, and we're actually going to do 9.8 to make them fly up. Right? Yeah, there we go. I could be like DSP. DSP's a hero. He just sits on his thing begging all day and people give him money. It's like the most miserable existence ever. And you can see it in DSP that he hasn't grown in like 30 years. It's like that's why you need to have a job, because it makes you like grow and face adversity and shit. Because otherwise you end up like DSP and you're just like, come on guys, please, can I please have maybe 30 cents? 30 cents more, please? Alright, what am I doing? Radial acceleration. This makes him spin around or something, right? We'll turn that back. I need them to turn different colors. Turbulence enabled. We love turbulence. Influence. I'll figure that out later, but we do need. So spawn, we'll do, we're going to do a sphere. We're going to make this sphere probably smaller. Yeah, we're going to go 0.25, 0.25, and 0.25. There we go. I'm going to bring it down a little bit. So I do need to figure out how do I change the color of these. Isn't it like resource display? There we go. Color curves, color ramp, new gradient texture, and we want to go here. Gradients down here. I want like, you know, red and fiery up the top. We're gonna do that, and then we'll do a yellow, and I think this has to be redder. And then I think I have to go down to this and say albedo, vertex color uses albedo, and then it will change. And then we can also do the scale. New curve texture. And can we do it like this? Something. Let's figure this out first. So that's looking a little better. So if I put the scale, it doesn't seem to be changing. How do I make sure that it changes there? I think I have to change this back to 1. And if I go to particles, keep scale, yeah, I think if I do that, then we're back to what it should be doing with this up here, right? Yeah, because now we're way crazy. Nice. So we can go scale curve here. Oh, it's my cat. So can't we do that and kind of make it like this? There we go. And I really want it to be more like that. Maybe add another one in here. Can we do something like this? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for. Let's add a ton of them. Let's go 100, and we'll throw a noise texture on there and hope it's going good. Actually, can we make this a little bit transparent or some shit? If we do that, that looks a little better. I kind of like that. And then we also need him to spin around. Oh, a mission. Do we need a mission? And we'll just turn that up a little bit into, you know, a fire. We'll give it a little bit of that. That looks pretty good. I like that. And then what are we going to do? I want to make him spin. Should be up here. Should be in our accelerations. I guess it's not that one. That was kind of cool. I think we can do that. Why not? Tangential. You know, whatever. But I want... Ooh, I think it's radial. It's not. Orbital. It's not. Angular. That's what it is. Yeah, I guess that's what I was kind of looking for. Does that look better? I think that looks worse, honestly. I'm just going to get rid of that. I think it looks better like that. Let's put it into the scene and take a look. And yeah, this is basically why I'm doing this project, is to learn more about like Godot's built-in shit like that. Because I never really would do this otherwise. But yeah, this makes me feel really cool. Like I'm learning a whole bunch. I'm really smart here. I get to show off. And then I get to go to work and pack packages, man. Like a real G. We need a yellow. Why am I not getting the yellow I want? It usually shows up over here. There we go. That's the yellow, an actual yellow. And we'll bring that down a little bit. Let's see how that works. And yeah, we'll plug that into our first world down here. Did we save it? I think we did. Flaming Taurus, awesome. So how big is this thing compared to our player? That's about what I was expecting. Oh, no, it's too small. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's too small. But I guess we can just go to transform. Can't we just go to like 2? That's about what I was going for. It's really just a set piece. I was going to have them like, you know, kind of just hanging out over near the evil castle. I'm on the bottom. There we go. Alright, I might actually make it like super big just to put it as a set piece over here so it'll look really cool. Let's spin it and then we'll go like, what, 30? Too big, 15. That's about what I'm going for. Maybe less than that, maybe 10. And then yeah, I'm gonna have to change the GPU particles too. Yeah, we'll go here, and I guess in the scale, the max we're gonna have to make like 20. And we're gonna get rid of that. Go new curve. Gonna go, I guess, pretty big to pretty small. And you know what we'll do is we'll actually make this bigger too. So actually, you know what? Fuck it. We'll see what happens. How does that look back in the other world? Cool. So we just need more gravity and more stuff now. Yeah, so what are we gonna do? We need where's our gravity? Gravity, here we go. What if we put this like 19.8? Probably gonna need more than that, right? 39.8. And we'll make them last 3 seconds. Oops. Not that one. Time. 3 seconds. What is this? I don't know. Let's try that. Let's go to the first world. That's more what I'm going for. Yeah. So I guess we could have a few of those, and maybe we'll have like a giant spinning demon over here or something like that. That would be cool. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll do, let's make a Taurus mesh instance. Yeah, I'm gonna do like an angel type thing, honestly. I think that would be pretty sick. What am I doing? We'll go 90. We're gonna go here. We're going to shrink the inner radius. Actually, we need to make it bigger. And the outer radius we need to make bigger too. So like that. Probably something around there. Actually, we'll make this like 10. And we'll make this like 20. And then I think we need to make this like 18. It's kind of more what I'm going for. Maybe even more. Maybe 19. Yeah. And I'll do... let's add that... let's add some material. Let's just make a new one. And we're just gonna... go albedo. We'll make it like a... some type of that. And I'm gonna call it metallic. I'm gonna turn it up. I guess we'll turn it down just a little bit or whatever. I don't know why that makes a difference. Oh, roughness. Somewhere in here. There we go, less rough. And then we're going to Control D and make unique. And we'll go here and we'll make this, I guess this should be like 16. And then this one should be 17, so it's on the inside there. And we're gonna do the same thing. And we'll make it unique. And then we'll go, what, 13 and 14. And we'll do another one. Oops, I think we already did that. Control D, make unique, we'll do one more. And then this is kind of like the final boss of the game. I don't know if you ever saw that. The guy like flies around this giant fucking wheel or whatever. Am I thinking of the right game? Hold on. Typing of the Dead. Let me look it up. Typing of the Dead. Final boss. Box. Yeah, maybe not this one. Okay, so it's this guy. That's not the right one. That's a different game. Let me look up. I think it's House of the Dead. House of the Dead 4. House of the Dead 4. Final boss. Maybe it's House of the Dead 2. I think that's the one I played. House of the Dead 3, possibly. Yes, alright, here we are. This is the one I remember. This guy. He flies around on like a giant wheel thing. And then he comes and hits you, and you gotta shoot all the circles on the wheels. So we'll probably do something similar to that. Just because, it's cool. That guy was fun. I remember that dude. That dude scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Alright, so we're gonna have these wheels here, and then we'll do one. I guess it should be, what, like 9 and 10. I think it should be 11 and 10. Yeah, and then I guess we'll have, like, you know, these kind of moving around or whatever at different intervals, and we'll have, like, a guy in the middle, and you'll have to fight him. But I think for tonight, I'm going to have to call it. I'm going to put this in here as boss. I just wanted to make sure I got that idea down. And we'll call this boss.tscn, and we'll save it. Yeah, I don't know, I'm thinking about staying. I don't know, I probably need to like go. But yeah, thanks for everyone coming out. I do stream more. I'll be back on. Peace out to everyone. I gotta get going for the night. I might come back on. I'll probably come back on tomorrow. But later, let me run through this one more time and just explain what I'm doing. Typing in the dead clone. We're starting here. Voodoo curse. Not biological zombies, voodoo zombies. We are a paraplegic man hooked in this friggin' wheelchair, but we have the Stephen Hawking thing, so not paraplegic. We got our arms and shit. So we can Stephen Hawking all these guys with their voodoo trigger phrase, and now they're fucked. Turn back into humans. We save humanity. We go down here. We beat the boss voodoo guy. World is saved. But I'll just run through real quick. Show you what we have just to make sure. Those are our little health guys down there. My headphones just died. Great. DOG. TREE. Awesome. We got this guy, CAT. And we have medium, easy, and hard phrases in here. These are the easy ones. I think we should get to the medium ones down over there. I also have a GitHub for this that we're updating every day. Updating every stream. I'm usually updating it every day. Kill him. We probably should like make them transition or make their spirits fall out. Oh, whisper. Alright. So that's the medium. We're now in the medium territory. We don't have any hard enemies yet, but we'll get to them. Animal. Freedom. Alright. Puzzle. I just want to see that ring. Sunlight. Sunlight. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Alright. Let's see. Can we even see the ring when we get to the end here? I don't know. Come on, you fucking piece of shit. Hurry up. Can you move a little bit faster even in your wheelchair? We have a 3D camera, but I'm not really using it right now. I don't think you're going to be able to see the ring. I think you're going to walk right past it without being able to see it. We're going to have to make that more of a focal point, I think. Or give the character the ability to look around a little bit. Okay, yeah, it looks like crap. Doesn't look good at all. But yeah, we should probably face over there and maybe fight some enemies or something. But yeah, I like how the moon looks over there and the 4 pillars. But alright. Yeah, that's it for real this time. Peace out, dude.